morning to all of my dear kids. How are you? I hope you all are fine. All of you are writing your SLA properly now? Okay, good. Children, in our last class we have learnt about the journey of food. Today we will move on to our other topic. Dear children, when you get thirsty, what you will drink? Whether you drink juice or water? Yes, we drink water. Water is very important. Water is one of the essential nutrients to the all living things. We need water for each and everything. All living things need water. Okay. Why we need water? We need water to our domestic purposes, right? Drinking, cooking and bathing, etc. We need water for irrigation purpose like farming, gardening, etc. And we need water for industrial applications also. In industries we need water. So, do you think that from where the water will come? What are the sources of water? Yes, today we will move on to our new topic, that is sources of water. From where we will get water? Today we will learn. Children, there are few sources of water. Let us learn briefly. That is rainwater, underground water, surface water. Rainwater. Rainwater is one of the natural source of water. It is a main water source to the earth, because without rain there is no water. While raining, the water collects into the ground, water collects into the streams, reservoirs, oceans, seas, etc. Okay, next one is underground water. Underground water we will get by wells and tube wells. In villages, the people dig wells to get the water. In cities, where the surface is very hard, the people used to dig the bore wells, used to dig the tube wells with the help of machines, and they insert the tubes inside and they used to lift water, they bring water to the surface by the help of electricity and pumps. In few places like where there is no electricity, people use hand pumps, that we will pump the water with the hands and the water we will take to the surface. Then look at here is it is. These are tube wells. It need electricity to pump water. These are hand pumps. Where there is no electricity, people use hand pump to get the water to the surface. And these are wells. Maybe you all are familiar with these things. Okay. Next one is surface water. That the water, some amount of water is on the surface of the earth also. That is ocean, seas, reservoirs, streams, rivers, ponds, lakes and etc. When rain will come, the large amount of water is collected into oceans and seas, in reservoirs, in ponds, in streams, rivers, etc. But the more water is collected into oceans and seas, but that water is not fit for drinking. Okay, a large part of the earth is covered by water, but all water is not fit for drinking. Why? Because the sea water and ocean water is very salty. It is not fit for drinking or not to use for domestic purposes. But the water from the rivers, streams and hills, it is fit for drinking, but it is not pure. It contains many germs. It is filtered and it makes it for drinking, that water. Then only some percent of water, only 2 to 3% of water is fit for drinking on the earth. Not all water is fit for drinking on the earth. So water is one of the important and essential nutrient that we have to preserve it for our further generation or for our further life. So don't waste water. Okay, we know that, we knew that now, that the main sources of water. Next, there is the process. How rain will come? That is by the evaporation. This is the process. What is evaporation? Evaporation is change of water into water vapor. Change of water into water vapor. That water change into the vapors. That process is called evaporation. How water change into evaporation? Here are the few factors that affect the evaporation. That is, water evaporates faster in the wind. When wind is fast, when fast wind is blowing, the water evaporates into atmosphere. How? Let us take two sources of water. One you keep under the fan, one you keep where there is no fan. After some time, you see that the saucer under the fan has less water. The few amount of water was evaporated. So it proves that the water evaporates fast in wind. Second one, water vapors faster when temperature is more. Water evaporates faster when temperature is more. When there is more temperature, when there is a sunny day, the water evaporates fast. That the water turns into vapor fast. If you want to see that, again you take two sources of water. One you keep it in the outside under the sunlight. One you keep it inside. Then see after an hour, the water becomes less. The water becomes half, or the few amount of water got evaporated into vapors. Then water evaporates faster in dry wind. Water evaporates faster in dry wind. How? When the day is sunny and wind is blowing faster. At that time what happened? The clothes will dry faster. You all of you have observed, I think. Okay. At that time the water will evaporate very soon. Next, water exposed faster in a large surface. Water gets evaporate if we expose the water into a large space. If you know that, if you want to know that, you take two handkerchiefs. One you fold, another one you spread as usual. Then make it wet. See that the water with the surface which is kept, which is not folded, it will get dry faster than that handkerchief which is folded. This proves that the water at the large surface evaporates faster. Then where this water will go? The evaporated water will exposed in the atmosphere, and they make clouds. They will convert into snow, fog, mist, etc. That it will evaporate and it will become a clouds. Next process is condensation. Condensation means change of water vapor into water. It is the reverse process. Condensation is reverse process of evaporation. In evaporation, the water becomes the water vapor. In condensation, change of water vapor into water. Water will came to change in the water vapor will change into water. Okay, condensation. In the nature, water vapor condenses to form water in many ways like fog, mist, clouds, etc. Now let us study briefly about fog. Dew andre ibbani. Dew andre ibbani. Ibbani andre there are some water droplets on a cold places like a cold glass and grass. Maybe you have seen at the early morning at the cold regions the water droplets are form on a leaves, form on a grass, that is called as dew. Next one is snow. The water vapors get in the atmosphere, and in some parts the water vapors will get into the crystallized form and they will form a snow. Snow andre gottalva hima. In few regions, most of the regions like the mountains and hills, the snow is formed. Next one is fog. Fog is a dust. In a winter season, where if you observe that manju, I think manju, it is covered on the glasses, that is called as fog. Dusty air, cold dusty air, that is called as fog. So children, have you understood the sources of water? The main sources of water is rain, wells, tube wells, ocean, seas, reservoirs, streams, rivers, ponds and lakes. The water is evaporated in atmosphere in the process of evaporation, change of water into water vapor, and again it will be the reverse process, that it will come back to the earth by the process called condensation, change of water vapor into the water. Hope you all are understood the lesson. If any doubt is there, you can call me. I will send the SLA today and you will write neatly. Okay children, don't go outside, and without mask don't go anywhere. Sanitize your hands often and often. Take care. Bye.